Hey, what's up, guys? It is 3:35 a.m. Friday morning as I do this video. Um, I could not wait to come on and tell you guys about a play that I just made. Uh, guys, I'm a bit dumbfounded. All right. I watched the press conference for Bam Rodriguez, Christian Gonzalez yesterday. I listened to it while I was working, and I'm hearing the guys talk about, Raymond Ford and Jessie Magdaleno. All right, now I had seen this fight on the board, and I noticed that Raymond Ford was, only a minus 400 favorite. Um, usually he's a big favorite. I think that's the lowest I've seen on him thus far in his career. All right, and I had heard the name Jessie Magdaleno. I had never watched any of his fights. Certainly no expert on Jesse Magdaleno. All right, I just basically heard his name, kind of in passing in shows I was not interested in, whatever. Right. All right, so I watched this press conference, so I'm listening to it, and I'm hearing them say that Jesse Magdaleno is a former world champion, and how they, he called up on this opportunity, and um, I'm like, okay, it's kind of getting my interest, right? And Raymond Ford is a guy who's kind of been, up and down, disappointing at times. He had a draw in his career. I think it was back in 2021, I believe. He had a draw. Some people think he lost that fight. He had a split decision in one of his more recent fights. People thought he lost that fight. I remember the crowd booing after the decision. All right. So at times, he has been flashy, look good, show good hand speed, athleticism, knockouts, all that. But at times, he has appeared to lose and not look like the best, all right? Look a bit overrated. All right, so I hear he's going in with a former world champion, all right? Now, I'm thinking, maybe this guy is, maybe he's old, maybe he's lost multiple times. This should be probably a very winnable fight for Raymond Ford, right? All right, so I started looking into the fight. Yesterday I looked up Jesse Magdaleno's box rate, all right, and my jaw dropped. All right, guys. So, like I said, I'm no expert on Magdaleno. Up until probably an hour or two ago, I really had not seen the guy fight before. I looked at highlights. I looked at some footage, and guys, I have gone in on Jesse Magdaleno to beat Raymond Ford. I got it at a plus 330 at William Hill Caesars. All right. I think BetMGM giving a plus 333. All right. But I took it at William Caesars Hill. All right. Um, guys, Raymond Ford, I'm seeing him as high as a minus 500 to beat Jesse Magdaleno. And I do not understand why. All right. Uh, like I said, not only has Raymond Ford looked vulnerable, has arguably lost at least two fights. Um, Raymond Ford, you know, and this was the same situation with the Bam Rodriguez fight and Christian Gonzalez. Raymond Ford has never been in a 12 round fight. He has never been in a scheduled 12 round fight. He has never been past the 10th round. I think he went to the 10th once in his career. I think just once. All right. You're going in with a former world champion who only has one defeat. All right. He lost to Dog Bay. All right. A guy who was talented, who was worthy of being a world champion, who stopped Magdaleno in the 11th round. Okay. No shame in that. All right. Outside of that, Magdaleno has nothing but knockouts and unanimous decisions on his box ring. Not even a split decision, no draw, nothing like that. All right. He has over 8 years more experience than Raymond Ford. All right. He beat Nonito Donaire to become a world champion. All right. Beat a future Hall of Famer, a multi-time, multi-weight world champion in Nonito Donaire. That's who he beat to become a world champion. All right, he's been in with a guy like that and won. All right, and he for some reason is as high as a minus 500 favorite Raymond Ford over him, plus 333 on him against a guy who really is a rookie, a prospect, a newbie who started boxing in 2019 professionally when Magdaleno started boxing in 2010 professionally. Magdaleno has more knockouts than Raymond Ford has fights. All right, 29 victories, only one defeat. I think 18 wins by KO. Raymond Ford is 13 and over 7 KOs. All right. Yes, Raymond Ford is young. He's flashy. He's athletic. But is he gonna bring something to Magdaleno that he's never seen before? I don't think so, guys. I really don't. It's not like Magdaleno is some over the hill fighter. The guy's only 31 years old, man. 31. It's not like he's 37, 38, 40. It's not like he's, outside of Dog Bay, he's had, more losses. No. He had one setback, and I think he's been on, a 4-fight winning streak since moving up to featherweight. And now, for some reason, he is fighting a youngster. A guy, a 24-year-old. He's 31. He's fighting a 24-year-old guy that's got a little something on his name, a prospect, and he is this big of an underdog. I don't understand it, guys. I do not understand it. I watched Magdaleno in his last fight, the first round and the 8th round. It was only an 8-round fight. He won unanimous decision. He looked good in that fight. It was not a top name, but I saw still good footwork, good hand speed, good boxing IQ. I saw what he did to Nonito Donaire. That was a hell of a performance. Hand speed, effective aggression, staying on the outside, good defense, good reflexes. He can beat a guy like that, but all of a sudden he can't beat a Raymond Ford. Guys at a plus 333, a plus 330. I took it. I'm kind of dumbfounded and in shock. Uh, again, Raymond Ford never been past 10th round, never been in with a former world champion, never been full 12 rounds, has had some disappointing performances in his career. I watched highlights from his last fight, and he turtles up like Adrian Broner, getting in the shell, letting the guy, kind of punch on him and stuff. I think if Raymond Ford, if the going gets tough, I could see him wilting. I could see him quitting. Hell, I'm just gonna flat out say it. I could see him, not wanting to continue. Not just in this fight, but in general. These type of guys that they're flashy when they're on top. Let them start taking some punches and face adversity. He could crumble. And this guy Magdaleno is no joke, man. This is a top level operator. A former world champion, man. I'm kind of in disbelief, man. I'm kind of in disbelief at the odds, at the situation. Like I said, I saw the line. I saw Raymond Ford. I really did not know who Jessie Magdaleno was. Nothing like that. I'm just like, he must be in for a fight here. The odds are kind of close. And then when I looked in to see who Jessie Magdaleno was, I'm like, man, this, even if Raymond Ford was made out the favorite, he should have been a slight favorite, less than 2-1. The odds should have been that close. But this wide of odds, he has not beaten the world champion. He has not won a world title. He has never fought a full 12 rounds. 7 knockouts in 13 victories. So he has a punch. He has shown having a punch at times, but am I seeing him sparking Magdaleno? No, he could, but like I said, a high level operator in this guy, man. And I'm pretty sure he has a lot to gain. If he beats Raymond Ford, he'll get future fights with Matchroom. Probably got a good contract signed where Eddie gonna get options on him and pay him good money if he can beat Raymond Ford. So, the guy has incentive. He was looking for an opportunity, and Eddie said he was shocked that he would fight a prospect. he got to be looking at Raymond Ford, kind of laughing to himself like, this kid, this prospect, this guy gonna beat me. He ain't got nothing that I hadn't seen before. Raymond Ford has 3 inches in height on him. I don't know what the reach difference is because Raymond Ford's reach is not listed on his box rate, but uh, I'm not concerned about that at all. I think he can outsmart this guy. He is a savvy veteran at this point. 31 versus 24. The guy's still in his prime. I think he still got something in the tank. Boxing IQ higher, more experienced. Uh, this has potential upset written all over, guys, and a good opportunity in my opinion. So I wanted to come on and talk about it, and I've seen that the lines have been moving more towards Raymond Ford. People betting him. I haven't seen the line shift for Magdaleno. You know, I don't know. He got to prove it to me, man. They giving me these kind of odds in a situation. I gotta take it, just like I did with the Bam Rodriguez Christian Gonzalez fight. Gonzalez never been 12, never been outside of Mexico, never been in with a guy like Rodriguez. You know, I gotta play it, man. I gotta play it. Also, I put a small wager on George Arias to beat Jared Anderson. A small play. They're giving a plus 900 on the guy. They calling him the Dominican Mike Tyson. I saw his fight style and the way that Jared Anderson gets hit flush, not the best defensively. It could be interesting. It could be interesting. I think the over under set at like 4.5 rounds. They're favoring to go over. I think that would be a good play, but I'm just playing. I just put a little small money on Arias just in case, because Anderson is very hittable, and I was gonna go ahead and put something on the Shakur by well, not by stoppage. I was gonna play it to not go the distance because the bettors are playing opposite. They are playing it, for Shakur to win by decision, for the fight to go the distance, and the odds have actually gone up. You can get a plus 260 on Shakur to win by knockout, and I'm seeing it as high as a plus 220 to go the distance at Caesars William Hill. So really, that's it, guys. I'm a bit in shock and dumbfounded at the odds that I've gotten in this fight. You know, a former world champion, over 8 more years experience, 30 pro fights, has beaten a Donito Donaire, a future Hall of Famer, to win a world title. You know, being in with him, being in with Dog Bay, is on a 4-fight win streak. Does not have any, split decision victories, nothing but knockouts and UDs on his record outside of his one loss. And he going against a guy who just turned pro in 2019 and has had some ups and downs. So in disbelief, guys, but hey, I gotta play it, man. Raymond Ford got to prove it to me. So that's it. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll check in soon. Thanks for watching.